from the blackest corners of your mind, they call, pulling you deep into shadow, twisting your senses, keeping you from sleep. It's time to face your darkest fears. This is Tales to Terrify. Good evening, children of the night, and welcome. The end is drawing nigh. Of our current submissions period, that is. The rusty hinges have begun to shiver and squeal as the portal to our submissions platform prepares to slam shut for another season. We've had a record number of submissions this time around, which bodes very well for you, our constant listeners. We've already sunk our claws into some incredibly terrifying tales, and there's more yet to devour. Our slush readers seem particularly well fed, so thank you to everyone who submitted for that. That said, you've still got time to slide your masterpiece in under the wire. The gates will close at midnight on the 31st, so that gives you just over a week. Get those I's dotted and T's crossed, and head over to talestoterrify.com/submissions to unleash your own voracious little terror upon our readers before time runs out. This week, we've also got the next installment of our author interview series going up for patrons. Under Seth's inscrutable glare this month is author Warren Benedetto, who you may remember from such tales as Before, Baby Food, and Something's Wrong with Mom. Take a glimpse into Warren's methods and madness. Visit patreon.com/talestoterrify to sign up or listen to the interview. It's sure to be a frighteningly good time. For tonight, though, we have one story for you, about a grieving mother just looking for a little relief from the endless rigors of parenthood. Our story this evening comes to us from Anne Wilkins. Anne Wilkins is a former family court lawyer and now a sleep-deprived primary school teacher in New Zealand. Her work can be found in Apex Magazine, Cosmic Horror Monthly, Elegant Literature, Sci-Fi Shorts, and elsewhere. Anne is the winner of the June 2024 Bad Blood Elegant Literature Prize, the 2023 Halloween Frights Autumn Writers Battle, and the 2023 Cambridge Autumn Festival Short Story Competition. Visit her at annewilkinsauthor.com or follow her on Facebook at Anne Wilkins Author. Children of the Night, join me for Anne Wilkins' Hidden Treasure, a Tales to Terrify original.
She stares at me with her dead eyes as I tie up her shoes. "Can you remember where we're going today, Rachel?" I ask. She nods, two thin brown plaits lethargically bobbing up and down. "And when we get there, you're going to be—" "Good," she answers in her monotone. "That's right." I try to smile, but it's wasted on this daughter of mine. She's 4 years old, and I have only seen her smile once. So instead, I turn my smile towards the baby, Evie, who gurgles at me happily. I lift Evie into the pram and open the front door. Momentarily, I reach down to hold Rachel's hand, but then decide better of it. "All right, let's go," I say cheerily. I hum as I push the pram, always keeping my eyes on Evie, my little son. But I can hear Rachel's desultory footfalls behind me, just over my humming. An ever reminder of the permanent shadow in our lives. Ridge Play Centre is situated in an idyllic setting surrounded by mature native totara and puriri trees, providing a peaceful and relaxed setting for your children to play and learn in. That's what the internet said. I reach a reserve where a rusty sign has been hammered into a tree. Ridge Play Centre, new members welcome. A trail of sticky brown tree sap runs down in disapproval, slightly covering some of the letters. I look into the reserve, expecting to see the play centre, but there's only a cracked concrete path leading further into dense trees. It must be down there, I say to myself. Rachel gives a little in agreement, as if I was talking to her. As if. I wheel the pram along, bumping the baby over tree roots that have tortured the path. The noise of the road fades away, and all I can hear is the sound of the wind gently breathing through the totara and the squeaking of the pram suspension. The trees thicken around us and provide so much shade that even on the sunny day we're soon enveloped in darkness and the smell of damp earth. It's colder here too, and I zip my puffer up with one hand and draw a blanket around Evie. As we turn a corner, we find ourselves in front of an old chain-link fence surrounding an A-frame building from the 70s. Once, I suppose the building would have been cream, but now it's soaked in greenish mildew. The ground is carpeted with leaves, as are the gutters and roof. Faint traces of mould caress their way up weatherboards, and a single rusty swing moves backwards and forwards by itself. There's no signage, but this has to be the place. Oh dear, someone's had an accident. The voice comes from nowhere, and then from behind the building appears an old woman. Her hair's an untamed grey mess, tied back loosely with a green velvet ribbon. She looks like someone's grandma. Her presence catches me off guard. Excuse me? She's bleeding. And the grandma points. I look to the pram, and then behind me, where Rachel is standing in her pink pinafore, with blood dripping down from her knees, staining her frilly white socks. I slipped, she says, on the roots. Any other child would have been crying or screaming, but Rachel just stands there, emotionless, dead. Oh, I say, and I try to say it like I care, especially as we have an audience, but my words fall flat. And I, too, just watch the blood drip. Well, let's get you fixed up, says the grandma to Rachel. I'm Nancy. She holds open a rusty, child-friendly gate. I can hear Jeff's voice inside my head telling me not to go. He senses something. But I ignore him, and we all enter. Rachel leaves a blood-stained trail behind her, and the gate clangs behind us with finality. Nancy takes us inside and washes Rachel's knees. Would you like a Barbie plaster or a SpongeBob one? She asks Rachel. She doesn't care, whatever you've got the most of, I say, and I get that funny look that I get from strangers who don't know. Nancy puts one of each on Rachel's knees. What a brave girl you are. I'm good, Rachel says, like I've taught her. Yes, you are, sweetheart. Nancy smiles and turns to me. Do you want to take a look around while you're here? We don't get too many visitors these days, but there are a few of us still kicking around. Jeff's voice is still there, telling me this place isn't right, that he sees something. But Rachel answers for us in her flatline voice. Yes, We'd like that. The play centre is moderately furnished. Small little tables and small little chairs, cupboards and equipment that look like they're decades old, crudely painted in bright garish colours that still somehow look faded in this space. There's a busted old piano where half the keys don't work, a Play-Doh table, a small library, a craft area, a sandpit, an outdoor playhouse, and even a carpentry area. The windows are stained mould green, and old fluorescent lights flicker above us. I take Evie out of the pram and implant her on my hip as I walk around. She hasn't stopped grizzling since we got here. "How old is she?" asks Nancy. 6 months. Such a lovely age. They grow up so fast. I've got 2 grandkids here myself. They're twins, more Rachel's age. I look around the play centre and count only 8 children and 4 other adults beside Nancy. They all play so quietly that you wouldn't even know there were children here. "How many children are on the roll?" I ask. "Only about 10. They want to shut us down. Nearly did. But we're still going. It's a lovely place, really, once you look past the outside. We're so small now that we're just like a big family. Everyone knows everyone, and we look out for each other. Parenting can be hard." "Well, we're just looking. We just moved into the area." "Oh, how wonderful. You'll love it here. Real community spirit. Is your husband with you?" I should be offended. Such old-fashioned thinking. That I'd have a husband. I might prefer a woman's touch, or be separated, or anything. But I do have one. Or did. Jeff. Yes, he's always here, stopping me. I try not to think about him too much. That soft weight clawing inside my head. He usually comes in my darkest hours, just before sleep. Don't, he says. And then sometimes he crops up, like today. Nancy's giving me a strange look. I'm taking too long to answer. He's dead. I say it as Rachel would have, flat, dull, lifeless. Death can be such a conversation killer. Nancy looks at me with eyes I've seen too many times before. Pity. "Should we see where Rachel is?" I suggest before "I'm so sorry about your loss" can surface. We find Rachel sitting in the sandpit, trickling the sand through her fingers and humming. It's my tune, the one I hum so I don't have to hear her voice. She doesn't turn around as I approach, but she knows I'm here. "There's treasure here, Mummy." "Is there?" "Yes. Can we dig for it?" "I don't know. Maybe another time. We've stayed to—" Nancy interrupts. "Here, take a spade. I'll take the baby if you like. Have some fun." A small metal spade is shoved into my arm. "And Evie?" I reluctantly pass my little son over to a stranger while I dig with the daughter I hate. "Here, Mummy. I want you to dig here." Rachel points to an X that is traced upon the sand. "Did you do that, Rachel?" "No, the boy did." "What boy?" But Rachel doesn't answer. She stands transfixed above the X and resumes her humming. "Should we stop now?" "No, a little more." A second later, my spade hits something. "It's the treasure," Rachel says. I dig out a tiny, dead kitten. Its eyes are hollowed out, filled with sand. Its tail and ears are cut off. A small scream slips out and my spade drops. I look over to Rachel, and she's smiling, just like when Jeff died. I'm so sorry about that. How awful for you and your daughter. I just really don't know how that could have happened. Nancy's giving me a cup of tea. The kitten's been disposed of. My little son is safely back with me. And Rachel's still smiling. 10 minutes and still smiling like the wind changed and made it permanent. Look, thank you for showing us around, but I don't think I like it here, Mummy. Her smile has gone, and she's looking straight at me, her head slightly tilted like a praying mantis. I want to come back. Nancy's face beams. Oh, how delightful. Look, Nancy, I'm sorry. I don't think we should. Nonsense. 3 free visits, then decide. I don't. Think of your children, especially young Rachel. She needs this. Rachel. I spend so much of my time trying to forget her. Sometimes I even dream of taking a pillow and doing it quickly and I'm good, Rachel says as if on cue. Yes, very good, agrees Nancy, while I say nothing. That night, I tuck Rachel into bed. I never liked this bit, getting close to her. Jeff always used to do it for me. She lies there, bone still, while I pull the blankets around her. I don't look at her, but I feel her eyes on me. No stories, no bedtime kiss, no teddy bear. It should be easy, in and out. But it's not. It's never easy. Did you have fun today, Rachel? Yes, we found treasure. I think of the dead kitten, and I tried to hide my revulsion as I head to the door. And the boy said there's more. The boy? Yes, he said there's more treasure. Night, Rachel. Night, Mummy. She lies there with her eyes wide open as I turn off the light. I wonder how long she stays like that, just staring into nothingness. I quickly close the door and slide the bolt on the outside closed. Then I head to my own bedroom where Evie and I sleep, and I bolt my own door too, this time from the inside. The bolts were the first things I put in place in our new house. The next morning, I'm phoning all the local kindies, but it's the same story everywhere. Full up, sorry, but you can go on the waiting list. They don't understand. I can't wait. I can't be around her. Something bad will happen. My fingers drum nervously on the kitchen bench. She's outside now. I told her to go play, but she doesn't know how. She's just standing there, gormless, talking to herself with that empty look. Jeff would know what to do. If Jeff was here, he'd take Rachel aside and patiently try and show her how to play. He was good like that, always trying to see the best in people, when really with Rachel, there's nothing to see at all. I run my palm over the glass, smudging her, so she looks all blurry, just a grey smear, and I turn back to spooning more pumpkin puree into Evie. Who's a good girl? I say cheerily as she bounces in her high chair. Heave! She replies on cue, her blonde curls jumping. It starts to rain outside, and then hail. I look outside and I see Rachel just standing there, soaking wet. Her mouth's moving up and down, and she's just staring straight ahead at nothing, no one. Her long brown hair is stuck like mud to her face, and blobs of wet ice pummel her. But I can't bring myself to tell her to come inside. Let her be, part of me thinks. Maybe she'll get sick, the kind of sick that you can't come back from, or the kind of sick where she's in hospital for a long, long time. I shake my head and reluctantly open the ranch slider. Rachel! She looks up and stops muttering to herself. Come inside. I hold the door open and she obediently comes in. A wet puddle forms where she stands. Her clothes are saturated and there's a faint shiver about her. Go change, I tell her. Yes, Mummy. And Rachel, yes, we'll go back to play centre tomorrow. Thank you, Mummy. She trudges upstairs to her room. I should go and help her. That's what a good mum would do. But I can't stand the touch of her. Can't stand the look of her. Can't stand her. Instead, I turn back to Evie and play peekaboo with the tea towel. I'm so glad you came back. Ms. Parker, wasn't it? Just call me Rose. Oh, yes, and the baby Evie and little Rachel. How wonderful. I'm feeling nervous about the whole visit thing. But what other choice do I have? The more I'm alone with her, the more the bad thoughts come. It was almost too much when I had to bathe her last night. God damn Jeff leaving me to do these things. The water was such a cruel temptation. The bad thoughts swam inside my head as she held her breath underwater. I felt my hands straying and Jeff screaming inside my head, thinking I was going to do something. I had to walk away in the end. What time shall I pick her up? I ask, eager to leave. Nancy's looking at me strangely. Pick up? Yes, I've got some jobs to do at the house. Evie's grizzling again. Like me, she wants to go. I'm afraid at play centre you don't leave your child. You stay with them. Well, what's the fucking point of that? My voice has risen, and some of the other parents are looking at me. Evie lets out a cry, and I bounce her up and down on my hip. I'm sorry, Ms. Rose. We can't have that kind of language here. There are children around. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The tears come then, just when I need them to. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just with Jeff, his death, the baby and the move, and I'm just so tired all the time. I'm sorry, Nancy. I can always play the pity card when I need to. Nancy's eyes soften. After you've been with us for a little while, you can drop off your child. But it's not usual, and for a visit, it's highly unusual. But my tear-filled eyes look up hopefully. But I can see the burden that you're under. Look, go home and come back in a couple of hours. We'll look after Rachel. Just make sure all your contact details are correct. 15 minutes later, I walk home from Ridge Play Centre with Evie in the pram and a smile on my face. Perhaps even a little skip in my step. No shadow today, just my little son. There was an incident. I'm sorry? With Rachel. Another child was hurt. I'd only been back at the house for an hour when I got the call to come back. And here we are again. When these things happened at our old childcare, Jeff used to deal with it and would say it wasn't Rachel's fault, that the other children didn't understand Rachel. He would say she was special, that things took time. Jeff was so full of shit. What happened? Well, she was playing in the playhouse with another child, and apparently she bit the other child. Quite badly. I look at Rachel, her blank, impassive face, her mouth hanging slightly open. Did you do that, Rachel? The boy told me to. What boy? Asks Nancy. I don't know. The boy that said about the treasure, he told me to bite hard. Said I'd like the taste of blood, that it's yummy. Nancy's eyebrows start squirming all by themselves. There were only 3 boys here today, and one of them is my grandson, Matthew. Nancy fishes around in the drawer for some pictures. Here, these are the boys that were here today. Have a look. Was it one of these boys? Rachel looks at the pictures but shakes her head. No, that's not him. It wasn't Peter, was it? I ask. No, Mummy. Who's Peter? Asks Nancy. An imaginary friend. He cropped up when my husband died. I'm a good girl, says Rachel. She sounds like a wind-up doll whose string has been pulled too many times. Look, I'm really sorry, Nancy. Nothing like this has happened before. The lie falls easily from my lips. Can I talk to the other parent? Apologise? I know Rachel's been under a lot of stress. We all have. But she loves this place. I'm a good girl. I let my eyes water up again. The grieving widow, the frazzled mother. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Yes, you are, Rachel, I say, and she stops. Is she all right? Nancy asks. Rachel's head has flopped to the side. She'll be fine. I just hope you'll have us back. Of course, dear. Let's just chalk it up to an unfortunate experience. I smile for both of us, since Rachel can't. That night, I put Rachel to bed early. Jeff always said a good night's sleep could cure most ills. But not this one. Did you have fun today, Rachel? Yes, Mummy. She lies rigidly in her bed, her eyes staring at the ceiling, almost as if she can see something there. What kind of girl are you? I'm a good girl. That's right. Sleep well. Mummy, I liked it today. What? The taste. Her head turns, and she's not looking at the ceiling anymore. She's looking at me. And I don't know what to say. So I say nothing. I leave quickly and slide the bolt shut, my hands trembling as I do so. That night, I have Evie sleep beside me in the bed while Jeff pounds inside my head. I'm sorry, he says again and again with his dead eyes. I'm so sorry. I cover my head with my pillow, but it makes no difference. So, you're back for your second official visit, Rose. Yes, I'm just glad you're having us back. Well, we're all rather sympathetic to your situation. Nancy turns to Rachel, bending down so she's at eye level. And what would you like to do today, Rachel? Find more treasure. Nancy smiles in ignorance while a shiver scratches my spine. Rachel walks off to the sandpit while I stay behind. There'll be no drop-off today, not after yesterday's incident. However, even though I'm staying, it doesn't mean I have to be with her. I watch her digging in the sandpit by herself. I have no intention of going out there with her. Let some other parent help her. Instead, I choose to plop myself down at the Play-Doh table with Evie, where I spend my time trying to stop her from eating it. A shy little blonde girl totters over. I smile, and she smiles back. Hello, she says. Her voice is just above a whisper. Hello, what's your name? Gabby, she mumbles. Would you like to make a snowman, Gabby? She nods enthusiastically, and I help her roll the Play-Doh with her hands into 2 round balls, while Evie hammers the Play-Doh with her fist. It all feels so normal. A glimpse of what life could have been like for a normal mother, a normal family. Are you Rachel's mother? Asks Gabby. Yes, I am. She hurt me yesterday. Oh, I heard. I'm sorry about that. It's okay. The boy made her do it. What boy? He does things like that sometimes. I want to ask her more, but she drifts away with her snowman to another table, where a parent is gathering children for a song. I look back to the sandpit, but Rachel has moved on. She's now at the easels that someone has set up, a paintbrush in her hand, her face masked in concentration. There are only 2 boys I can see in the whole place, and I wonder if one of them is the boy with no name. Ring a rosy. The children start singing. There are 6 of them in a circle. Their singing is so quiet, just above a whisper. A tissue, we all fall down. They lie so still on the mat. Not even a giggle escapes. I look over to Rachel, and she's stopped painting a picture. Instead, she's smearing red paint across her face with her fingers. I pick up Evie and march outside. Rachel! She looks up at the sound of my voice with those vacant eyes where no one is ever home. Dollops of red paint are dripping from her nose. Rachel, stop! She stops. I'm a good girl. Yes, you are. What are you doing? The boy told me to. Said I'd look good in red. Red like blood. There's no boy, Rachel. There is, Mummy. He's standing right beside you. I look to my left and right, but no one's there. Evie starts crying. He just pinched Evie. Stop lying, Rachel. I'm not lying. He doesn't like babies. They're too noisy. He doesn't like noise. Stop it! People are looking now. Other parents, other children. Nancy. There's a way to talk to children around these places, and I'm not doing it right. I feel myself heating up. None of them know what it's like to live with a child like this. They shouldn't judge. I try to find my calm voice like Jeff would have done. Rachel, we're going to wash the paint off your face, okay? Tell the boy to go away. He doesn't want to. He likes me. He doesn't ever want to go away. Not like Peter. Do you like my picture? She turns the easel towards me. It's a kitten. I used real bits. See? I do see. The dead kitten's missing tail and missing ears have been found and added to the picture, stuck on with globs of red paint. He helped me find treasure to make my picture more real. Before I know it, I start gagging. I'm a good girl, is all I hear as I race to the bathroom with Evie on my hip. Some days, I think about my life before Rachel. It's like there's a break in my timeline. Life before Rachel and life after. Nothing was ever the same after Rachel. I remember when she was born, she didn't cry at all. In fact, she never cried. I'm thinking this now as I'm puking into the bathroom sink at the play centre. Do you want me to hold her? It's Nancy. Of course it's Nancy. I pass her Evie and finally heave up this morning's breakfast. There's some red in there. Some red I don't even want to think about. Red like blood, Rachel said. She's a bit odd, isn't she? Nancy says, treading carefully. People can be so damn protective about their children. But she doesn't need to tiptoe around the issue with me. She's fucking weird. Excuse my language. It's all right. I saw her artwork. I understand. Some days I hate her, you know, and I haven't told anybody else that, but I do. I really do. It's a hard road, that's for sure. Have you had her tested? Yes, waste of time. On the spectrum. Such a vague term. It could mean anything. Too young for anything definitive. I'm so sorry, dear. My husband, Jeff, he was much better at all of this, dealing with her. Some days I honestly don't know how I'll cope. I feel this wrongness, like she's just wrong. We're disposing of the picture she created. Perhaps there is innocence there. She didn't know what she was doing was wrong. She was trying to create something lifelike. Did she tell you how she found the parts of the kitten? She said the boy showed her. Interesting. That little girl Gabby, she mentioned a boy too. I'll follow that up. Anyway, you're welcome to stay if you like, but I completely understand if you don't want to. Another mum's cleaning up Rachel now, so you don't have to worry about that. Thank you, I say, and I really mean it. It's not often that I experience kindness. I haven't had much of that in my life. It's all right. It's what we do around here, looking after each other. That's what I said when we first met, remember? We're all like a big family, and I think you'll fit right in. Nancy hands me Evie and walks away. I feel a little lighter almost. Words, heavy ones I thought I'd never say aloud, have come out. Jeff normally doesn't often come during the daytime, but I can feel him pestering inside my head, scratching inside me, wanting to have a say. Not now, Jeff, I say to the empty room, and I shut him off. I'm sick of his interfering shit. It's our nightly routine. Put the monster to bed. That's how I think of her now. Jeff would say she's misunderstood or she'll grow out of it, but I'm not so sure. When he was alive, we were always leaving early from friends' houses, always apologising. I'm so sorry she said that. I'm so sorry your child was hurt. I'm so sorry that she hurt your dog, cat, bird, guinea pig. I'm tired of apologising, tired of running away, tired of lying. Part of me wants to blame him for all of this. Rachel is a product of him. But then she's also a product of me. Together we created this wrongness. I'm a good girl, she says. She's tucked up in bed, ready for me to turn out the light, and I want to slap her face. Do you miss him? I ask instead. Who? Daddy. She pauses before answering, as if she's remembering the only person that would play with her, who tried to teach her right from wrong when she was pulling wings off insects and legs off spiders, who would bring her inside when it was raining, who would put her to bed without wanting to suffocate her, and who would bath her without wanting to drown her. No, she answers truthfully. Of course not, I say to myself under my breath. I still see him. You do? Sometimes, when you let him out. Her answer surprises me. I thought I had Jeff all to myself, locked inside my head. Together forever. I don't like the idea of him wandering around causing mischief. Peter didn't mean to kill Daddy, she adds. He just wanted to see if he could fly. We've been through all of this before. The police have too. Jeff slipped from the roof when he was cleaning the leaves from the gutters. His body splattered on the concrete, broken and bleeding. And Rachel just standing over his dead body with the biggest smile. Her first smile. Peter's gone now, hasn't he? Yes, Mummy. Peter was at our last house. There's no Peter here, but there's Edward at Play Centre. Edward? He's the boy. He told me his name today. Is Edward like Peter? No, Mummy. Edward is better. How? He just is. You'll see. Rachel starts humming. I recognise the tune from today. Ring a rosy. She hums it over again and again while staring at the ceiling. I turn off the light and leave. All the hairs in my body are standing on end and there's a coldness all around me. I hurriedly slide the bolt closed and head to my room, clenching and unclenching my fists, taking deep breaths like Jeff taught me. None of it helps. Jeff and I were teenagers when we met. It was where it all started, I suppose. The wrongness. Both of us foster home kids that no one wanted. Oddballs too. He could see ghosts and I hurt people. The ones that deserved it. Teenager off the rails, that sort of thing. He could always see the good in me though, even when I couldn't. He taught me to control my impulses, my anger, and to not overreact. I stopped hurting people for Jeff. And then Rachel was born. Even as a baby, she was different. I couldn't breastfeed her. It was as if my body instinctively knew she was wrong. And now, 4 years later, I'm still trying to deal with this wrongness. I lie on my bed with Evie, cradling her while she sleeps. Jeff's here too, pounding inside my head. I can't see him. I can't see ghosts and all that, but I can feel him telling me to calm down, to not do anything stupid, that she's just a child. The same shit he would always spin. Shut up, shut up, shut up, I whisper into the darkness, while my brain runs through all the ways that I could kill a child. My own child. Rose, Rachel and Evie, your third and final visit. How perfect. Thanks, Nancy. My right eye seems to be twitching a little. It was hard to get to sleep last night, like some of the old me was returning. The me just buried under the surface that needed a little eraser to rub some of the fake me off. Where are you going to play today, Rachel? Asks Nancy, bending down to her level. I want to find more treasure. Well then, off you go, smiles Nancy obliviously. Rachel trots off straight to the sandpit. Have you given any more thought to joining our play centre, Rose? I'm not sure. I'm going to kill her today. I won't need to have her in a play centre. No, Rose! Shut up, Jeff! Nancy's looking at me strangely. Are you quite all right? Yes. Why? It's just, well, you looked a bit blank there for a second, like you were somewhere else. I'm sorry. It's been a hard night, not much sleep. I run my hands through my hair. My head's really pounding today, like Jeff really wants out. Nancy's blatting on about the costs of signing up to play centre, what's involved, courses and stuff. I can't listen even though it's the only noise in this place. But there was something I wanted to ask her. A name? Do you have a boy here called Edward? Nancy stops her jabbering. Edward? Yes, Rachel mentioned it last night. He's the boy she's been talking about, the one with no name? Nancy's face has gone a little paler, and she's playing with her ribbon. Was it definitely Edward? Yes. Stop dicking me around and answer the question. Some other boy must have given her the wrong name. Why'd you say that? Because we did have a boy here called Edward, but he's been dead for over a year. Of course, Rachel always finds them, some little ghost latching onto her. I should have known. Edward's just another Peter. Just better, she said, whatever that means. Nancy leans into me, so no one else can hear. Between you and me, he was a horrible child, very defiant, quite a handful for his poor mother. We're better off without him. I nod in agreement. Horrible child. I know the ones. Yes, get rid of them. That's not you, Rose. Yes, it fucking is, Jeff. It's always been me. Our conversation is interrupted by the sound of a child crying. Excuse me, says Nancy. I'll be right back. And she trots off. I turn to pick Evie up from the pram where she's been sleeping. Only she's not there. My son! My eyes hurriedly look around the play centre at the mums and the children before they land on the sandpit where Rachel is, with Gabby. I run like I've never run before. Rachel's standing there with her spade, but she's not digging a hole. She's filling one. Rachel! I push her to the ground, and I dig with my hands in the sand till I find Evie. Her face so pale, her eyes are closed shut, so still, no breathing. Edward doesn't like babies, says Gabby in her little mouse whisper. I brush the sand from Evie's face and place my mouth over her nose and mouth and breathe sweet life into her. Please, please. And all the while I can hear Jeff in the back of my head. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And Rachel, a broken record. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. The piano starts up. A distorted tune, but one I recognise. A tissue, we all fall down. I look up briefly to see who the hell is playing when Evie is dying in my arms. But there's no one there. The piano is playing all by itself. She came to in the end. Just when I felt the darkness and shadows closing all around me, my little son peeked over the horizon. She wailed like she was testing her lungs out for the first time, each wail accompanied by a great heaving as the whole body shuddered. I just held her to me for the longest time, so close. Rachel just stood on the sidelines, watching. with that stupid smile on her face. "We didn't mean to hurt Evie, Mummy," Rachel said afterwards, back at home. "It was just a game we were playing with Edward." It sounds so familiar. "We didn't mean to hurt Daddy, Mummy. It was just a game to see how far he could fly." One day, some ghost will be telling her to kill a classmate, to kill her sister, to kill her mother, and she would. She does whatever she is told. She could never think for herself. "It's okay, Rachel," I lie, because I don't want to hear her annoying voice anymore. That evening, Nancy comes to babysit, like she said she would. She passes the play centre keys to me for after hours. I hand over my son, while Rachel and I go to look for treasure. "Are we going to bed, Mummy?" "Not yet." We use our torches to walk down the concrete path that we've come to know quite well and reach the gate. The key that Nancy handed me opens the lock on the child-friendly gate. The spade is already waiting. We get to digging, and eventually we find their little bodies, the ones I knew would be here, the ones Jeff could see from the start. The bad apples. There's more than Edward here. There are at least 5 others rotting away. "Treasure," Rachel exclaims in her monotone. She's always been fascinated with the dead. "Lie down, Rachel." She does as I tell her. There's no blanket this time. Just spadefuls of sand, one after the other. "Night, Rachel." "Night, Mummy." I can hear Jeff screaming inside me, so I let him out of my head. "Night, Daddy," Rachel adds. "I'm a good girl," she mumbles over and over until I can't hear her anymore. Somewhere inside the play centre building, I hear the piano start up as I bury the bad apple with the others. When I leave the play centre and the reserve, I cast my torch on the rusted sign. The tree sap has run down further over the sign, unapologetically covering the G and E. Rid Play Centre, the sign now reads. How apt. When I make it back home, Nancy is there, with Evie. She hands me my son. My world feels brighter already. Tonight, I won't need to lock our bedroom door for the first time in a long time. You're one of us now, Rose. Part of the family, Nancy smiles. Welcome to the play centre. And somewhere in my head, I can hear Jeff crying.
That was Anne Wilkins' Hidden Treasure, as read by A.J. Fitzwater. A.J. Fitzwater is a feral raccoon, possum, and orange cat driving a trench coat from Christchurch, New Zealand. They have published a variety of short fiction in venues of repute. Their books are The Lesbian Capybara Pirate Escapades, The Voyages of Sinrak the Dapper, and World War II shapeshifter Land Girls fantasy, No Man's Land. You can find them as A.J. Fitzwater wherever good people are sold. Thank you, A.J. Well, children of the night, the hour is late and we've run out of tales to tell. For now. Tales to Terrify is made possible by the tremendous generosity of our supporters on Patreon and PayPal. Incredible fans like Lestle Baxter, Amanda Carrillo, Amanda Gottfried, and Orion D. Hegre, whose generous support keeps these lights on and flickering ominously. If you're not a supporter, head over to patreon.com/Tales to Terrify. You'll find all kinds of perks, like ad-free episodes, bonus content, and one-of-a-kind collectibles. Every dollar goes back into this show, and we appreciate your support so much. Want another way to support the show that doesn't cost you a cent? Head over to Podchaser, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts and drop us a 5-star review. You'll not only put an unnaturally wide smile on our faces, but help new listeners discover our terrifying tales too. You can show your love of the show out in the world with some Tales to Terrify merch. TalesToTerrify.com/merch will take you to our TeePublic store, where we've got a great collection of creepy custom and curated designs. Tales to Terrify is produced by Seth Williams, Meredith Morgenstern, Andrew Gibson, Crystal Hammond, Spencer Disparty, and myself, Drew Sebastini, with original theme by Nebulous Entertainment. Tales to Terrify is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives license. Join us again next week as we sell our souls for more Tales to Terrify.